YouTube faithful, what is going on? I am coming to you live early in the morning because the games start early today for the MLB slate, but I'm also coming to you victorious. Absolutely, baby. Victorious over the doubters, the haters. All he is preying on the downfall can kick rocks and take a massive hike, brother, because you ain't hitting, chief. Now, with that out of the way, you may be asking yourself, I thought I clicked the fantasy video. What the heck is this kid talking about? Oh my goodness, I'll get into it, bro. But for now, right out of the gate, let's talk some MLB. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're old new, hit the like button. You guys are the most poverty like clickers in all of the YouTube lands. I hate to say it, but you are. Yesterday's tube was pretty much 4 for 5. Glass now sold, but I gave you the hedge under 7.5. It hit. I gave you the 2-man live on UnderDog via the tube. The least you could do is smash the like button. Freeman and Soto, cash. Don't make me ask you again, brother and sister. There's a few of you out there. So the first thing I want you to do is look at the board and look at the way the texture is, and you can see a lot of the popular tab looks like poverty. Like always, that's where dreams go to die. But if you go to the strikeout section, you can see there's tons of pitchers that have push equity, which means we're gonna have a hard time finding value. Maybe a few demons, maybe a few gobbies. We're gonna have to wait and see. But there's also Logan Webb. By the way, how about Robbie Ray last night? What did I say on this channel? It's gonna be Robbie and Bobby being the cinema to cash me. And sure enough, it came down to Robbie and Bobby for 25x, and they absolutely came through in the clutch. We'll get into that. Man, I'm hyped up right now. It's just how it is. So first, we're going to talk about Luis Severino for the New York Mets facing the Braves. Braves are favored to win by 1.5 runs. It's an over-under of 7.5. That's kind of a garbage point total. So we're going to have to get in the mix and see what's shaking out in this bowl. Don't even try to make sense of that because it don't make any sense. I'm just chatting. I'm just yapping. So here we go. Luis Severino over 1.5 walks. This is the wagon of wagons. 60%, 12 of 20. You last 5, 10, 20 kings are loving life right now because looky, he's 60%, 12 of 20. His floor is going to be 1 and his ceiling is going to be 3. It's literally 1 to 3. He's literally getting 3 more often than he is 2. The proof's in the pudding. So I'm taking more 1.5 walks. I don't care if he sells, he sells. Now go to the head-to-head, and he just played them on 5-12. It wasn't just. It was 2 months ago, Crush. Get your head out of the sand. Don't care about last season. And he walked him 3 times. So what say you, Crush? What are we doing here? Well, Severino's exceeded 1.5 walks in 7 of his last games at home. He's averaging 2.6 walks. Either this line is absolutely wrong or I'm getting set up to get shelled. And sometimes when it seems too good to be true, it might be. But I don't know. I'm already in the mix. I'm already on top of it. I got to go with it. Pulling up my model here, you can see he's projected for 2.20. I mean, all the stars align. Honestly, it feels like a trap because it feels like such a good square. I mean, you know what I'm talking about? I know you know what I'm talking about, brother. And if you factor in the matchup, he's playing Atlanta. They have a lot of heavy hitters. They got a lot of good hitters. They got good eyes. Maybe he gets it done. Maybe he doesn't. Put him in the mix. I'm not going to go into any deep analytics other than I trust my model. It's a wagon. He's going in the mix. If you want to fade, fade. I would not take less, but more or fade is your option. Next, the man, the myth, the legend. We got the game of games. We got the Poverty Athletics versus the Poverty Angels. And who's going to out poverty who? Well, I couldn't tell you, brother, but I know this. This game could feed families or it could absolutely belong in the dumpster. It's going to be one of those two options because the Angels are poverty, I'm telling you, but they got decent hitters. And the same thing with the Athletics. They're poverty, but they got decent hitters too. It's literally the battle of mid. So Brent Rooker, who's literally been low-key dominating as of late, his 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, or as I like to call them, the Herbies. That's Herbies now. Don't get carried away. If you put him in with any random prop, you're getting 2.75x. That's crispy. So even though it's a gobby, you're only giving up 0.25 equity. So if you want to get him in the mix, you absolutely can. I ain't afraid of the Angels, both of the pitchers are nobody mids. You got Ross Stripling from the A's. As you can see here, he's given up probably 2 to 3 runs today. Look at this, 2.5 earned runs allowed. I'm probably taking more on that. And then you got Rosenberg pitching on the other side of this thing, and he's a nobody too. So I ain't worried about him. If they had a hits allowed prop, I'd probably take that, but his earned runs, all of it's in play. But you can see here, Rooker has hit this in 7 of his last 10, 70% of his last 20. Look at this. I told you guys, he's been low-key dominating, and he's off the radar, and nobody's literally even talking about him. He's exceeded 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs in 11 of his last 14. He's literally playing the Angels. I'm not scared. Like I said, you can see here, he has faced Rosenberg. 4 plate appearances. He didn't get any hits, but 4, that's nothing. I'm not worried about any of that. Unfortunately, versus left-handed pitchers, he hasn't done that great, but listen, this season is unlike any other. He's been absolutely doing well this season, so I'm literally just going to give him the nod, and if he sells, well, by God, he sell. I'm taking the Gobby. Now, you can see versus the pitch arsenal, he's got a weighted on-base average overall of .400. He does strike out a lot, 31% of the time, but check it out. Bro's going to be throwing fastballs today. His weighted on-base average isn't that great, and he does K a lot. The changeup, the curveball, the cutter, there just hasn't been a lot of pitch counts for it, so there's not really anything we can go by here. When you're in this situation and there's not a lot of pitch count or plate appearances, you just got to go with your gut. You can see it overall, it's .399. That's good enough for me. He does K a lot. If you can find his strikeouts, maybe you could take that, but again, Rosenberg's not going to be pitching the whole time, and he's going to play at least 4 to 5 bats. You can look at the heat maps and you can see here, it's not that crispy either. But I'm just riding the wagon. I'm riding the narrative of Angels versus Athletics, and I'm putting them in a contest. And it's a Gobby, but I'm getting 2.75x. And that's enough for me, folks. So those two I like. I also like Chris Sale over 1.5 walks. There it is. I like that one. But before I get into that, let's go check out DG. And you can see Severino over 1.5 walks. He's -125 here, -125 over there, -130 there. And then his fantasy score, his pitcher strikeouts, all of it's plus EV. Not really plus EV, but you can see you're getting a 0.5 point differential discrepancy over on PrizePicks. If you're in the cord and you don't want to take the walks, compared to the model, see what he's got. Model has him going for 2 walks. We can see here that it's -125 on these other books, so I'm okay with it. I'm okay putting it in a 2-man parlay over on the PrizePicks or the UnderDog, all right, where I'm getting that fixed 3x payout. I probably wouldn't take it anywhere else because I don't want to pay the juice, but that is where we'll take it. And if you go look at Chris Sale, the salesman, his 1.5 walks is actually even more. -130, -125, -129, and I literally got him in the model projected for like 1.8 or 1.9. Let's round it up to 2, and we can know we're getting some crispy discrepancy value. So I'm putting him in the mix, and if he sells, well, like I say, brothers, by God, he sells. Now, you can see here, Sale doesn't get a lot of walks. His floor is pretty much 1, okay? Floor is 1, and his ceiling is pretty much 2. He does have a couple outliers where he had 3, but literally, he's usually only going to get 1 walk, okay? We don't have any head-to-head data. He has walked 5 of 6 in his last 6 games, so that's pretty good. Now, I believe the Mets literally are ranked 10th in base on balls, which is walks. I'm not exactly sure. I will say this, the Braves, they don't actually get walked a lot. So that is going to be something that is to be concerned with Severino, but I'm trusting the model, whatever. He's been a wagon. Listen, I had a massive night yesterday. I'm not afraid to lose some coin today. I'm going to go light like I always tell y'all, but these two are in the mix. And then if you want some Gobby walks allowed, you'd go look no further than Chris and Taj, baby. Same game. These are the two that I would like for walks. It would be that simple, all right? Again, trying to keep this video short and sweet because I know games are starting. I still got to edit this mug. I got to get it out to the wild. And then as far as hitters go, now before I get into I want to build a PrizePicks and UnderDog lineup with you guys live like I did yesterday on the 2. But before I get into that, I got a victory lap yesterday because it was absolutely insane. If you're a lapsed member of the Cord, you haven't joined the Cord, know your role, get in the mix because the live streams are going to be absolutely hitting. They've returned. I've done 2 this week, both times master masterclass. The live streams I hold are second to none. I don't care what anyone says. The proof's in the pudding right here. Let's just say you joined yesterday. Here's a 3-man. Here's a 6-man. That's 30x right there, fella. Bang. There ain't no better return on investment than that if you were to sign up yesterday. It's that simple. And I ain't telling you because sign up, I'm going to feed you winning picks every day. No, that's not what it's about. I'm going to feed you winning principles and change your poverty, disgusting, losing mindset and turn you into a winning champion long term. You got it? That is the goal here. So here it is. This was in the live stream posted. Bang, bang. And this isn't even it. I had another 2-man and everything. And this is what it is, folks. Cash it. Freddie Freeman was the last leg. He came through. I'll show that video right here.
Freeman sends a fly ball to right center field. That will be dropping between Yastrzemski and Ramos. Yastrzemski couldn't see it. Ramos didn't realize that. And it's a gift of an RBI double for Freddie Freeman, 8-2.
It looked like to me from up here from the booth that Ramos is waving his arms and saying he's got it. And Yastrzemski, you see, he's waving and yelling, and then all of a sudden, he just gives up on it. He acts like a captain, but doesn't follow through on the instruction.
Bang! Cinematography, baby! Cash it. The 3-man cash. The 2-man cash. The other 2-man cash. The glass now hedge. All of these were given out on the live stream, folks. Another cash. I made this live on YouTube right away. Another cash. Old Robbie Ray. Cabrera and Ray. They were on the list. And then the 25x, the dream. Absolutely cash it, baby. Cash it. Soto, bomb. Seager, bomb. Bobby Witt, last at bat. 3 singles. Garrett Cole, shelled. Robbie Ray, masterclass. And the Nate Dogg Eovaldi, give up 2 runs and take a hike. Cash it, baby. And I wasn't even done there. You think that's it? Is that what you think? Nah, I ain't done. Take a gander. Another 2x. All were talked about and given out on the live stream. Another 2x. Another 2x. Another 2x. Oh my goodness. Imagine if you mix and match these. Oh wait, I did. Another. This was like, I think this was 12x because I had 2 gobbies in there. 12 or 13x. But cash it all, baby. Another 3x. Another 5x. Another 3x. And then we're back to square one. I mean, when I said it was Nagasaki in a master class, I wasn't kidding, Chief. Watts tailed. He was in the live stream. Look at old Watts, an OG faithful. He flexed it like I teach and tell you guys to do. Flex it out. He didn't get greedy. Yeah. Would it have worked if he powered? Sure, but that's not normally how it is. So he flexed. Congratulations. He also took the 3-man. As you can see, the slip building. He has his 4-man flexed. He anchored Freeman and then used Soto as a dart for the 2-man. I like it. If I would have been building this slip, I would have thrown Soto in here as the 5th leg. He chose to just do the 4. That's totally fine. Trap County's tailed. He got the 25x. I love to see it. He got the 10x or 5x, whatever he did here. All the heavy hitters I gave out cash. I mean, it was a master class, folks. I don't usually victory lap anymore, but when I do, it's gonna make Japan blush. Double knot with a 210 victory 10x. Freddie, Soto, Cruz, Cole, sweep, cash it all. And there was more. Tweener, Dabari, Mark's World, Trina, everybody cashed. And then I wasn't done. I was on demon mode. Look at this. I gave out 6 demons yesterday, and 4 of the 6 hit, and Flexen should have hit. He hooked, and that would have paid 6.5x. Unfortunately, it didn't end up being a winner, but like I always say, if I give you 6 demons, mix them and match them, and 2 of them with your favorite 2s, and you could have found a W. And Flexen should have hit. He had 4 3 count, and the umpire sold a few times. It is what it is, but I'm just showing you guys how dialed in I was. I was up at 6:30 doing the Lord's work, dialed in. I was determined. There was some controversy in the court, and I was shutting that crap down. And then for the ones that say, Cap, I couldn't make it into the live stream, that's fine. I put out a playlist just like this. Glass now 6.5 strikeouts. That was the only sell job. Pivetta 6 strikeouts. He pushed. Nola 6 Ks fantasy, pushed his Ks, cashed his fantasy. Perez, my pirate, under 3.5 Ks, cash it. Waldron, more 3.5 Ks, cash it. So right there, you had those on the list to go. And always use the projection sheets. These were absolutely surgical yesterday. They're posted on your Captain's Daily News. You have to do this. It's not up for debate. It's not negotiable. Do this or you're not going to win. Period. Now, if you're finally convinced to give the community cord a try and you want to get in the mix, you go to CaptainCrush.net, gold package. I have a special for you new members only, you stinky, smelly degens that are trying to get out of poverty. MLB new, the first 4 caps apply. You get your first month for $10. I'm literally giving it away. For the amount of time and effort that I put into this freaking Discord, I'm giving it away to you guys. And I'm 100% real. You can contact me whenever. I'm not somebody trying to fleece you. I'm not trying to hustle you. I'm literally just trying to make you a better fantasy sports player. And with NFL and NBA coming up, you best be prepared. You're not going to win every night, but there are going to be 1 to 3 times during the month where you have a Nagasaki, Hiroshima type night, and that will cover your entire month. I just made my month yesterday in 1 day. That's just how it is. Anchors and darts. It's all about teaching you the winning ways. Don't take my word for it. Where is he at? Let me find this testimonial. I gotta start showing testimonials. Where is he? All right, here he is. Shadowlink, newest member that I know. I was looking for a community who could help me out, and I think I found it, honestly. He said he watched one of my videos, he hit, and he joined. Now he's in the mix. He did hit last night. He was in other chords, and now he's in the mix. It's that simple. I've converted him into a crush-a-maniac, as the Hulkster would say. So that's it for the victory lap. Let's build a slip live. Let's use a little bit of DG, maybe a gut call here or there. Let's refresh it and see what we got. All right, so you can see here the values changing ever so slightly. Let's filter it out to MLB, and let's get this show on the proverbial road, brother. All right, Bassett, 32 fantasy score. Bradley, 4.5 hits allowed, and Severino over 5Ks. Yeah, why not? Now, I'm not going to give the ones in this particular lineup that I talked about, Severino and Sale, because I'm already exposed to them like you wouldn't believe. They're in so many contests. I don't want to overexpose myself. Pause. No pause required. We're talking about lineups, but we will go down the list of the D-Jizzle, and we will make a lineup live. Severino, Bradley, Bassett. Let's go. We got 3P right there. Now, remember, we're not getting exactly complete EV here because it's 50. This is the EV number we need, but 53, we'll go ahead and put it in the mix. We just had a massive night. We're here to gamble. We got Kenny Rosenberg over 2.5 earned runs allowed. I already talked about that. The A's tend to shell mid-range pitchers. Give me that, boys. And then Guerrero. This is going to be a sweat. Let me tell you, brothers and sisters in Christ. Guerrero, and I ain't talking Eddie. This is going to be a massive sweat. But there you go. We'll take that. That's your slip. I'll log in and do it on my phone. Guerrero under, Kenny over, Chris over, Bradley over, Severino over. And you can always take the gobbies, and you can always take whatever else I gave you and put it in a mix and lock it in. So there's that. We're just odd shopping. Let's go shopping. Let's go golfing. I might get on the course today, baby. Was it always Captain Crush hitting Nagasaki for 50x yesterday and then going golf today? Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. We'll find out. So here we go on UnderDog, and you can see there's not much anything popping here. We got Logan Webb under fantasy. I really don't know if I want to take Webb under here, even though it is plus EV. It's only a 1.5 differential, actually 2 points. But the deal is Webb goes the distance. The Dodgers have been getting shelled by all pitchers, striking out a lot, so I'm not really sure. You'll have to be in the live stream to see what we do there. But Lindor, Robert Jr., maybe? I'm going to take Taj Bradley and Bassett under. I like that. I like that. I like it. I'm taking it. That's going in my UnderDog. As you can see here, I was making a slip. Cease. That game started. It's a rain delay. And then Rooker to Hooker. No, I'm just kidding. So here we go. Bassett under 2.5 earned runs allowed. Bradley over 4.5 hits. Let's get a little same game parlaysle. And there we go. Now, real quick, let's check the mod skis. Let's not get carried away. All right, so I got good news and bad news. Chris projects for 2.4 earned runs, so that's a little dicey. It's closer to 2, so we'll take it. But Bradley projects for 4.5 hits, baby. So he's for sure going in. Let's lock in. Let's say a crispy 10 to win 30. Yeah, give me that $20. That'll cover my Starbies that I had today. Then we'll take Bassett out. We'll keep Bradley in the mix. And then we'll take Taj and throw in Severino over 4.5 Ks for a crispy 2.25x. 10 to win 1250 profit. I will take that. And then you guys can mix and match and whatever have you. Remember, code CRUSH on DG. You get 25% off your first month. You'll get in the mix. It's the easiest tool to odd shop in real time. CaptainCrush.net Gold Package, MLB new promo code. You'll get it your first month for $10. And that will also give you access to all the live streams where you can get all these green beans, boys. All the green beans. The proof is in the pudding right here. You invest $10, you would have been up 50x. You would have made 500. It's that simple. To be in my cord for the whole year is like $225 or something crazy low like that. So you're getting a month of content for $10, $25 if you're not a new member. I'm confident in those price structures, which I don't even get all of that, but I know I'm giving away value, folks. I believe in what I'm doing. I love my community. I appreciate all you guys and girls. There's a few of you in the mix, but I look forward to meeting more of you, and we will get pumped and primed for NFL season. Folks, I appreciate you tuning in. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests, brothers and sisters in Christ. And as always, let's crush this thing today, baby. And go light after a big win.